One of the main things the Supreme Court decides is if laws written in the United States violate the Constitution or not. It's called judicial review, and it's a power that was granted to the Supreme Court by the Supreme Court itself, thanks to a landmark case in 1803. It all started during the presidential election of 1800, when sitting President John Adams, a member of the Federalist Party, lost the race to Thomas Jefferson, a Democratic Republican. Right at the end of his presidency, he persuaded Congress to pass a new law, the Judiciary Act, which allowed him to appoint many new judges and justices of the peace, which he did, all from his own political party. Each new appointee was supposed to receive a signed and sealed letter confirming their new job. But it all went sideways, because some of the letters weren't delivered by the time Adams left office, and the new president, Jefferson, refused to have them sent. William Marbury, who Adams appointed as the Justice of the Peace for the District of Columbia, was not happy about it. So Marbury asked the Supreme Court to force Jefferson to give him the job. Marbury's lawyer, Charles Lee, argued that Marbury's appointment was valid because the transaction was already completed and sealed. Its delivery, therefore, was a formality. Jefferson's lawyer, James Madison, on the other hand, argued that Marbury's appointment was invalid because it was not delivered before the end of Adams' term as president. Chief Justice John Marshall, one of the judges appointed by Adams and the rest of the Supreme Court, had a tricky decision to make about the constitutionality of the Judiciary Act. The court decided that the Constitution was the ultimate law of the land, and neither the Supreme Court or the Judiciary Act could violate that. Marbury versus Madison was the first time the Supreme Court struck down an act of Congress by deeming it unconstitutional. In the end, William Marbury never got the job. But more importantly, the process of deciding if laws are constitutional became the essential legal precedent in the U.S. justice system and is known as judicial review. In what ways does the Supreme Court's power of judicial review maintain the system of checks and balances today?